Hello. Welcome. It's been a minute since we've been on here, and I'm so happy to be back with Shane. We were in New York City at the Create Hers event at the end of March, and we had a total blast. Got to meet Mia, Haley, and a bunch of the UGC girlies in real life, and it was
So
absolutely
much fun.
incredible. It was so much fun. Yeah, we had a great time. We also really loved New York.
Oh yeah, big time. It was so fun. I mean, we're small mountain town people now. So returning back to the big city was kind of fun and exciting.
Yeah, it really was. And then I'm actually headed out to LA on Thursday for the LA Create Hers event, which I'm also very excited for. Shane is going to stay back with the animals, but I will be going to LA Thursday to Monday. So if anyone is going to that event, please let me know because I'd love to make it a point to make sure that I meet you in real life. I say that just because the time went by really fast at the Creators event in New York, and I really didn't get nearly enough time to meet every single person. So, anyways, if you're going, I really look forward to being able to meet you. And if you are at the event, feel free to come up to me and say hi, and we can start a conversation. Amazing. Well, let's not delay any further. Today we're going to be going over MagicBrief ads. So Shane, do you want to talk a little bit about MagicBrief? Because I know
I'd
that
love
you've
to. There's
become
nothing
best
I love more. Sorry, I
founder.
was just getting my lights back together. I haven't
No,
used them
you're fine.
since we left. So if you don't know Magic Brief, there's a link in the description to Magic Brief. We actually have a whole portfolio of ads that you can use and look at and reference and send to clients as examples. But essentially, what it is it's just a repository for inspiration. So constantly, people are uploading content, and you're able to go see what people are uploading. And these are marketers. My agency that I work at uses it. We both use it as contractors. Like we're constantly looking for stuff, uploading, creating folders of this inspiration. And that inspiration allows you to sell a client on an idea, sell a client on a project, show that you have examples of maybe what they're looking for. So it's just a really, really helpful tool to have in your back pocket as a UGC creator, but especially if you want to be a creative strategist.
Absolutely. And I have really come to use MagicBrief, I would say almost as regularly as I utilize things like our shot list tool belt, our different UGC concept types, which I'm referencing two different resources, which are in our UGC University that we recently launched. Shameless plug, but MagicBrief is definitely in that roster of regularly used resources and tools. And Shane made a really good point talking about being able to sell a client on a concept. Something that I love to do with MagicBrief is if I find an ad that I'm like, oh my gosh, my former client that I did a concept for 6 months ago, they would love this concept. I could totally tailor it. This could be the inspiration that I use to create this concept. If you haven't worked with them in 6 months, you can send a check in and say, I got targeted with this ad. I came across this ad, and I could see this being a really good inspo example for a concept that I could create inspired by this. And all of a sudden, you're kind of rekindling this former partnership to what could be a reoccurring client. You never know. And so, this is just your daily reminder that while you're also building out new clients, doing cold outreach, keep in mind that kind of the same way that marketers approach former customers, it's a
Mhm.
lot easier to close a former client as opposed to a net new one. The same way that we as
Absolutely.
marketers approach, like, we obviously want to grow our customer base, but also we have retention marketing for a reason. It's
Yep.
because if they already bought the product once, they very well could buy it again, which is where, the offers come in. We miss you. Come back. Enjoy 25% off, whatever. Um, but yeah, so Shane, you've been kind of doing this on TikTok lives, right? Like going through UGC and kind of
Yeah.
just giving your thoughts, giving your feedback. Um, we can kind of have this also be more of like an open discussion in the sense that I can't see the comments on my end while I'm sharing, but feel free, anyone that as we're going through these ads, if you catch something, if you notice something, Shane can read the message while I'm going through them, and we can kind of make it a little bit more collaborative.
What,
Well,
Kelly, is just share the tab, and then you can keep instead of sharing your whole screen, go back, and then when you share your screen, just share the tab instead of the
look at this. Select a tab to share. Oh, you know what? I don't know if mine's gonna let me.
Oh, it's not gonna? Why wouldn't it?
Because I'm trying to click it and it's not letting me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll only be able to do the entire screen on my end.
Okay.
But I do see the tab option. It just wasn't letting me click it. But
Would you at least just maximize it so that it's easier to see? Maximize the whole screen just with the green button on the top left, just so it's
like this.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's start with, I recognize Oats Overnight. They were one of my UGC clients back in, I want to say like 2020. So let's go ahead and watch this one first. Already based on the thumbnail, I see that they're leveraging what is EGC, employee generated content. It's really cool to be able to show the behind the scenes in UGC concepts. And this is something that when I've talked with my meta reps, they have also said, like, if you're able to try to film behind the scenes at the factory during fulfillment, just because when you can kind of see the behind the scenes, it creates a level of trust and also just credibility.
Or maybe just click the full,
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not getting any sound on our end. Oh, it's because you have to share a tab to get sound. If you do desktop, you won't get sound. That's right. I just learned that the other day.
Oh, well, then can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll do it then.
That's so interesting.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I just learned that the other day, though, is that for screen share, if you share your desktop screen for any, at least Google, but I guess everything is, it doesn't share sound. You have to share a tab or the browser to share sound.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just have to troubleshoot my end next time because I promise it wasn't letting me.
Oh, it's all good. So just so you guys know, this is actually a great opportunity to show you. So when you get into MagicBrief, you want to go find UGC ads, but you see all this other crap. You know, we're not necessarily interested in these statics yet. Not yet, unless you're a creative strategist, maybe.
Not yet. Yeah.
So you can actually sort by platform, but generally a lot of the stuff is from Meta. I've found there's not a ton of stuff necessarily from TikTok in terms of like ratio, but you can sort by all these different things. If you go down to format, you could go to video. And then if you go to theme, you can obviously look at all these different types of, like, you know, Kelly had mentioned EGC, but there's other stuff like quiz, founder story, whatever. We'll just go to UGC and then boom, here we are.
Let's see. Can you find the Oats Overnight one? Because I was curious. Oh, scroll down.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
A lot of people want to know what are our favorite flavors, and who better to ask than the team that packs all the orders. Let's see what we got. Starting off super strong with cookies and cream. Cinnamon roll is amazing, and if you haven't tried it warm yet, you should. Blueberry cobbler was one of our very first vegan flavors and still at the top of most people's lists. Coconut cream pie, of course. This dynamic duo over here picked mint chocolate chip cookie and chocolate peanut butter banana. Mango custard might sound weird for oatmeal, but it is so good. Peach upside down cake, amazing. And no order would be complete without a blender bottle, so that's going to go in too. We're going to double up on these.
Did they have a little laugh track in there?
Yeah, I noticed they were adding in little sound effects. Even in the beginning of the video, I caught that. That's so funny.
Sorry, let's finish.
Flavors to get to 16 before shipping it out. And if any of these flavors sound good to you, or you just want to see what else we offer, check out the website and build your box today.
Love that very quick flavor intro because they have so many flavors.
A lot of people want
what better way to just like very quickly introduce it than this like fun behind the scenes like fulfillment moment.
Also, the editing style is wildly good.
Yeah. Can we play it again?
Yeah.
A A lot of people want to know, what are our favorite flavors? And who better to ask than the team that packs all the orders? Let's see what we got. Starting off super strong with cookies and cream. Cinnamon roll is amazing. And if you haven't tried it warm yet, you should. Blueberry cobbler was one of our very first vegan flavors and still at the top of most people's lists.
They slipped in a unique selling point or showing product diversity. So they have vegan and non-vegan options. So they're not just focused on one demographic. They're like, for anyone that does not consume dairy, this has no dairy, which is great.
Coconut cream pie, of course. This dynamic duo over here, pick mint chocolate chip cookie and chocolate peanut butter banana. Mango custard might sound weird for oatmeal, but it is so good. Peach ups.
Mango custard might sound weird. Sounds like that very well could be a potential barrier that they maybe have seen in social proof on comments of ads being like, mango custard in oatmeal, that sounds weird. They definitely didn't just say it to say it. They said that to help overcome that barrier.
Totally.
Upside down cake, amazing. And no order would be complete without a blender bottle, so that's going to go in too. We're going to double up on these flavors to get to 16 before shipping it out. And if any of these flavors sound good to you, or you just want to see what else we offer, check out the website and build your box today.
So they mentioned something about how like getting 16, I think was like you get free shipping. And then they also mentioned the blender bottle, which is great. One thing that I wish they had done was actually show the blender bottle, only because their blender bottle is like legit the blender bottle brand, and it's very high quality. I mean, we still have those two downstairs. They're like the short ones.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now.
Whereas like, no shame, but the company I used to work at, we had like mini blender bottles and they were not blender bottle brand, and they were so cheap and they would literally leak all the time. They were basically crap, which was a whole conversation in and of itself with product. I was like, guys, we gotta have some quality products here, including the shaker bottle. But like their shaker bottle, I have had now for like 4+ years and I love it so much. So anyways, I wish they had maybe just shown like the actual, like this is like a heavy duty quality ass shaker bottle. And then the only other thing, and I don't know if you've experienced this, Shane, but a 4x5 ad with text directly on the bottom is sometimes covered depending on where it's being run on Meta.
Oh.
So I have become like, I have such trust issues now that I only place the text at the top because I'm afraid that the closed captions will be covered. And Meta in Facebook specifically is very much designed for sound off. So if they only see the footage and no closed captioning, the thumb stop is going to be a lot lower than it could be. You know,
how interesting. Higher. I do know my agency is very much stayed away from 4x5s almost completely for video.
Really?
Don't know why. Oh, it's just all one by one. But I think maybe that might be playing a part in it, but I don't know. They're always claiming that they tested a lot of stuff, so I have to kind of trust them. But yeah, a lot of 1x1s.
Oh, that's so lame. Only because the reason why I was making that face, it takes up, for anyone that doesn't know, 4x5 over 1x1 for video is always suggested because it takes up more feed real estate because it's a little bit taller. It's the same width, but it's a little bit taller. Also, feel free, if you guys ever have any questions as we go through these videos, please send them. If you're thinking of something and you're feeling maybe it's embarrassing to ask, or maybe you think it's like a stupid question, if you're thinking it, someone else on this live or someone that's rewatching this recording is going to be thinking that same question. So please don't be afraid to ask. All right, let's go ahead. If you could go back to the main screen, I saw what was a Dr. Squatch ad. I wanted to watch that. Scroll down. There you go. It's the middle one. Go up. Not True Classic. There you go. This one. Yeah.
This is why I want my money back from Dr. Squatch. 1. The soaps come in way too many scents. Pine tar, cool fresh aloe, fresh falls, birchwood breeze, wood barrel bourbon, bay rum. And honestly, with so many choices, I just had to buy all of them. 2. I'm getting way too much attention from the ladies. Seriously, guys, I can't walk down the street without some girl getting drawn into me. And I'm like, ladies, I'm sorry, but I'm taken. Speaking of which, reason number 3, my girlfriend won't leave me alone. Now, don't Don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for the attention, but she keeps barging in the bathroom raring to go while I'm alone with my shower thoughts. But anyways, guys, I'm sure you've heard of these soaps by now, but in case you haven't, go on over to drsquatch.com and check out their crazy selection of products.
Oh my gosh. Their ads remind me of True Classic, where it's like that like very hardcore sexual validation or like opposite gender validation. Obviously like they're going for the angle of like your girlfriend, your wife approves of this, and or any woman that you're going to be with is going to love the way you smell, which is, I mean, it works.
It works.
One of my creative strategy clients that I've worked with for almost 7 months now, we've really been leaning heavily into what is that like opposite gender validation, just because like for them it's a weight loss product, but again it's like look good, feel good for your wife, whatever kind of thing.
Men, speaking as a man, men are very insecure, so it's easy to prey on them with a little bit of that, but it works. I mean, it works really well. And you know, I think for a lot of men, like for instance, another one that comes to mind is what's it, Stitch Fix, like the things where it's like I feel like, especially if you work with clothing brands tailored for men, like I think men want to look good or smell good or appear better, but they don't necessarily know how. So I think it's really nice to be able to like kind of offer that too, you know, in different ways. Sometimes it's very abrasive like this, but you know, other times you could be a little bit more like, hey, like if you want to start smelling good, I don't know which works better, but obviously for them, leaning into the sexual validation is
heavily. So big. For them, it's gotta work by now for all the ads they create. So this ad is the like negative review where it's like, I want my money back, which it's funny. I actually just did this concept for one of my clients who is a hair care and skincare brand. And it works well because at first glance, I mean, they didn't lean too heavily in it, but like at first glance, it's kind of like, ooh, drama. Like, why does someone want their money back? We're here for the tea. And then of course it goes into the sales sequence of the ad. Since we're talking about Dr. Squatch and I said it kind of reminded me of True Classic, I want to say there was a True Classic ad below this one. Can we pull that one up?
Yes, ma'am.
3 reasons guys are buying 3 of these shirts at a time. 1, our 3-packs are the best-selling pack type for new customers. 2, everyone needs a good black, white, and gray tee, and our classic 3-pack gives you exactly that. Or if you're looking for some more pop in your wardrobe, try our color 3-pack. 3, right now, you can unlock our glorious pack savings deal.
Did you catch that very subtle opposite gender validation?
At
the entire ad.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's kind of their whole thing is it makes you
look the woman's talking. The woman is the voiceover.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah. So they are literally having a woman's voiceover. And I know this because that's exactly what we were testing at the men's supplement brand is, well, what if we had it have it a woman's voice compared to a man's? And so this is kind of like taking that extra step of, you know, we could, in this case, they didn't show footage of a woman like with her husband, which in these ads for True Classic, a lot of the times the women are like grabbing their arms and they're just like, ooh, like you look good in your shirt. But this time they went a little bit more subtle and honestly more tasteful with just the VO of what is a woman.
I also was kind of interested. The first thing that caught me off guard was that the like intro is just like extended eye contact.
Yeah.
There's like not really anything visually interesting other than, I mean, he's a good looking guy, but he doesn't do anything. He just sits there and stares at you. It's kind of intimidating. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. I assume probably relatively scroll stopping because you're just like, damn, that's some like hardcore eye contact.
Yeah, prolonged eye contact.
It's almost like, I know that we obviously break the fourth wall because we talk to the camera, but this feels like it. Which this is a really good example of if you guys are ever wanting to offer what could be like an evergreen B-roll package to your clients, this is like a really great hook to offer them because this guy is literally just staring at the camera and pointing up, and that's where the hook could live. And so that's actually one of the evergreen hooks that I request from creators when I'm sourcing, because it can be used for, you know, however many ads. And so as that UGC creator, again, a really great and creative way for you to maybe upsell your client is offering this like evergreen UGC B-roll package. And then outside of that, something that is just showing that it still works, obviously, is the 3 reasons why. I remember doing this, like Shane, this was one of my top performing hooks with Beta Brand back in like 2019.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it
right.
still works. It's
works.
something that's so
Listicles.
tried and true. And it is something where, and the reason why I say this is because when I had shared what was my top performing ad for Beta Brand, which I want to say generated, I want to say it was $12 million, one of my ads. And someone had commented saying, well, this was from 2019, 2020. Why are you sharing this? Because it wouldn't work in today's landscape. And that just isn't true. Yes, there are things that are constantly changing and evolutions taking place, but the actual best practices leveraged do not change. And, you know, though maybe it can become exhausted, what I like to think, especially based on the performance I've seen of my ads, is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And just because something has been overused, or maybe it's been years and you're showing this example, it doesn't mean that it couldn't work today. So that's just something to keep in mind.
So I actually wanted to share, because we're talking about it, I wanted to share from our UGC University course about listicles, because we talk about it in our types and concepts section, which goes really in depth into a bunch of different concepts you can use as a creator, pull out of your kind of tool belt, and you can start pitching these to clients, or, you know, client doesn't know what to do, you can pull it out. And I feel like listicles are such a tried and true example of turning organic or turning an ad into something that feels organic. And as an example, it came from like SEO, like when people would start blogging, when blogging was really the be all end all of marketing. Um, uh, Writing an ad in a blog that was in the format of, here's 3 reasons why you need X, or here's the top 5 products today, or whatever. And these listicles would drive a lot of traffic because search engines like favoring them generally. So even if you're doing organic or you're doing paid ads, being able to have that feel of like being informational or giving information can be really effective, not only for the algorithms to promote you as regular content, but also something that maybe people share. It could be an ad that has, here's the top dog collars today, and somebody could still share that ad because it felt informational, right?
Yep.
It still feels organic, even though it is an ad.
Yep.
It
Ooh, I
feels like
like
something
that.
worth sharing.
Edutainment.
So yeah, edutainment. We talk about that too. So here's a couple other examples. Should we just go through the examples here in the deck?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Go through the listicle ones.
So here's a couple examples, and for all of our types and concepts, which I think there's over 40 of them. Each one comes with visual examples that you can use.
3 reasons why I regret buying a dog harness. They're just too easy to put on compared to a normal collar. It only has 1 clip. The stretchy lead just makes taking my dog for walks so much easier. Why? And it's too secure with the lock feature. Don't even get me started on the customizable name tags. They attract too much attention, and everyone always compliments us on walks. If you want to check these guys out and experience this for yourself, check out Dog Friendly Co.
And that was paired with the negative review.
Right.
So it's the listicle, but with the negative spin.
Totally.
3 anti-aging ingredients you need to add to your skincare routine. Number 1, tretinoin. It's a vitamin A derivative that helps clear acne and smooth out skin texture. Number 2, azelaic acid. It's a multitasking exfoliant that helps unclog pores, smooth skin texture, and brighten skin. And number 3, niacinamide. It's a form of vitamin B3 that soothes inflammation, fades dark spots, and fights free radicals. These ingredients all work to prevent early signs of aging, while also helping to promote healthy, glowing skin. All 3 can be included in your personalized Curology formula. To get started, just go online, take the quiz highlighting your skin's goals and concerns, like anti-aging, and Curology will personalize the formula for you and send it right to your door. You know what to do. Go get started with Curology today.
Love that.
That's awesome.
So they have the listicle ad paired with the edutainment. So it's very much education first, but it's entertaining, and they're leveraging green screen. So they've kind of taken like a bunch of different aspects of like different concepts and then created it one big master UGC concept.
And because it's so informative too, like I could share that with somebody, like one of my friends, or it seems like something, because you know, part of this is going beyond, like, you need engagement too. It's not just about selling like prospective customers. Like, your ad will do better if you can get people to talk in the comments, if they can share it. Like, that's going to increase the stats, because now there's organic growth to your ads. So doing this can be really effective at increasing engagement rates for your ads, especially if clients like feel there's not enough you know, engagement, and that helps the algorithm. So this is I just love listicles. I think they're great. And even on top of that, sometimes, like, at least with YouTube, I remember being told was when you do rankings and you start at the end, like if you're like top 10 and we're starting with 10, you're going to increase the view through rate, because people are going to want to skip to the end or watch till the end. So if you need view through rate, like doing a listicle and going number 10, you know, like that Mojo YouTube channel where it's like 10 movies that did blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, okay, I don't really care about 10 through 5. I just want the top 4 or something.
Ooh, yes. And they do that in UGC ads, because they'll also in the hook sometimes say, and reason number 3 is going to blow your mind. Reason number 1.
Yep, absolutely. It's great. I mean, we're thinking about running, you know, maybe some ads for UGC University, because it's fun and we like it. And, you know, maybe that's a good example of something we could be doing for our ads.
Absolutely.
So anyway, we can go back to we can get back to the briefs.
Yeah, but types and concepts, there's 40 of them in UGC University, and that, along with the shot list tool belt, I have been using for my UGC and creative strategy clients. It is something that every UGC creator should have in their tool belt, their
100%.
resource roster, whatever it is, because it is going to help you with your client relationships and also help close new clients with new opportunities. So if you guys haven't yet invested into UGC University, you can actually get $20 off by completing the 2024 UGC census. Just go to ugc.pro. That's our website. And you can actually, that's the direct
There's a link for the census. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, we'll get back into it. Let's see. Keep scrolling. I want to see maybe do
What about Thrive Market?
Oh, Thrive Market. Love Thrive Market.
Your grocery store should be the last thing keeping you from living a healthier lifestyle. My secret this year has been Thrive Market. They're the online, no junk food grocery store that's been 100% non-GMO since day one. And because of their high standards, they only accept about 10% of the brands that try to get on their site, which proves how they prioritize your health and the health of the planet over profit. They ban hundreds of ingredients that are still found in so many foods and drinks. So if you're like me and are tired of wandering down the same old aisles, it might be time for you to give Thrive Market a try. You'll get instant access to over 5,000 healthier groceries, but without the bougie price tags, at up to 30% off. Plus, get it all delivered with free shipping. Healthy living demystified.
Ooh, that was nice.
Interesting. It was good. It's going to sound so silly, but the text to me is so jarring.
It's very jarring. That's true.
But I have to think of like the average person, and I don't know if they would feel that way. Sometimes I'm like, am I too in the weeds on this? But like the black outline with the teal text drives me crazy. And then also, I could just imagine a paid media manager being like, can you make the text bigger so the viewer can read it?
Right.
Like the viewer is not blind.
Well, then make it a 4x5, damn it.
Yeah, because it's like taking up too much of the space.
What are you doing with the 1x1 then? Make it a 4x5. Yeah.
That's funny.
I like the music choice. It felt like something organic.
Play it again.
It's probably from Artlist, but it was
Your grocery store should be the last thing keeping you from living a healthier lifestyle. Andrews, they
there's
only
like a vocal track in it. So it made it, I always feel like you gotta throw in like something that feels organic, or else like I don't know, maybe this is just the marketing ear where I've seen so many ads that just like I almost know the moment you realize you're watching an ad, sometimes for me it's like, oh, that's an Artlist song. Oh, I know this song. This is definitely from Artlist. This is not from like TikTok or Instagram.
Totally. Oh, actually, do
Peloton.
Oh,
Warby
Peloton's
Parker.
running an ad? Wait, Warby Parker I also like, but let's
They have good stuff. Which one do you want?
Let's do Warby Parker first.
3 reasons why I love getting my glasses from Warby Parker. 1, I'm so indecisive, so their home try-on program allows me to select any 5 frames from the website, which gets delivered straight to my doorstep before making a purchase. 2, style equals quality, and Warby Parker provides all of that. The frame and lens quality are top-notch, and they won't break the bank. And finally, number 3, the confidence I'm feeling whenever I'm wearing my glasses. Duh. I'm always camera ready, and my style just feels effortlessly elevated right when I put them on. It literally just completes any outfit that I'm wearing for the day. So, which frames are you trying on next?
Yeah, that's really cool. It
good.
feels very organic. Can you go to the first scene, like the hook?
3 reasons why I
Interesting.
love
So
getting
there
my
was no text at all, which
None.
I don't know. It's part of me
Feels
is
more
like,
organic that way though.
yeah, I just wish that there was like something, only because depending on how they're running this ad, it could be also run on stories, reels, and auto cropped like feed. And so on feed, you're not listening sound on unless if you click into it. If you're in reels, you're listening. But if
Yeah,
it's
it was
also
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, because then
Doesn't
that
say
means
that.
that means that it's being auto cropped for feed, even though it's 9:16. So people are scrolling on Instagram or Facebook and they're not listening. So they would have to actively click into the ad to hear what she's saying. So that's like the only thing. Maybe it's worth like testing the organic approach versus it could still be organic, but like 3 reasons why, like whatever. Because that is what she said in the hook.
3 reasons why.
Oh, here, look, they A/B tested with and
Oh
without.
my god! Wait, that's so funny.
So you can see these arrows, and usually it's just resizes. So I normally don't always look, but
I wonder if that also means that maybe it's like I wonder if one of them is for reels or if they are directly A/B testing.
It could be. It could be one's for reels and one's for Facebook or vice versa.
That's
why
so
I love
funny.
getting my glasses from Warby Parker. 1, I'm so
Oh my
indecisive.
god.
Yeah, it's the exact same. It's just with text. That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Okay, well then no feedback. I retract my statement.
That's why Kelly's the GOAT. She just like she has this like keen, insightful, like she just knows, and then she says it, and then sure enough, that's literally the A/B test.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So go to the Il Maquillage. It's a beauty brand. I think I said it right.
Maquillage.
This pore-reducing exfoliator keeps going TikTok viral.
The Power Polish Exfoliator has changed my life.
I literally love their stuff. It is my holy grail.
I am so obsessed with the results. I am never gonna stop using this. Look how glowy my skin is right now. It really does buff away all of the dead skin cells I have pretty much instantly.
Ooh, I love that
Absolutely
side by
obsessed
side.
with Power Polish.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
literally recommending it to everybody that I know. I love this.
With Try Before You Buy, you get to try a full-size tube at home for 14 days.
Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this.
My skin actually has its natural glow back.
You must try this.
It's giving, it reminds me of like Mute Sex Ad, like total like DR, but
Yep.
this format works. It really does. They're taking a ton of pre-existing assets shot by numerous UGC creators and content creators, and they created this like sales sequence that starts with such a scroll stopping image. It's like,
Yeah.
this is, oh,
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's like also reminds me, Dr. Squatch does a lot of that. Like,
Yeah.
This type of stuff because
Also-
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Also notice the text at the top of the screen. So I'm not crazy. I swear, it's like I have this trust issue with when it's running on feed that the bottom text is going to be covered. So I think that's what they
Even
did.
on 1x1 or just
I-
4x5,
I
anything.
don't know. I need to talk to one of my paid media managers and actually get the story straight, because I've been having this issue on and off since I want to say 2020. Like I remember Beta Brand being like, hey, can you move the text up because like the 4x5 text is covered, and it was like on the bottom. And
I
then
can also
randomly
ask
one
at
of
my
my-
agency too.
yeah, maybe ask, just because I feel like it's maybe depends on how the account is set up and like what they're doing from an ad perspective, because it
Mhm.
doesn't always happen.
Right.
So you had made a face.
Oh, here. This is
Yes.
ugly. I hate this. Which is funny because I love this.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
that is
You're
so
seeing the
tasteful.
product and you're seeing reviews, and you can actually like kind of read them.
Yeah,
I feel like with these, I've been asked to do these before, and I always feel like it's so much that it feels like they're the same. Like I always hate the like review
Yeah.
bomb. Like, oh, look at all these reviews, but like, I don't
yeah.
know.
So I agree that it's not like beautiful, but I do have to say, so start the video over.
Mhm.
Is this the second scene or the third scene? Because regardless, it's in the first like 5
This-
seconds.
Reducing exfoliator keeps going TikTok viral.
The power polish.
Yeah, so then the hook.
So they add this jarring scene in to probably help with retention, just because it's like, it's very jarring. It's on a black backdrop with white text. The contrast is there. And also it's like social proof bomb. So
The
it's
whole
kind of
video
like,
is all social proof. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the hook is TikTok viral, and then it's basically just testimonials throughout.
yep. Which is implied credibility when you say this video went viral on TikTok, whether it did or didn't.
So one thing I was noticing that I've never seen personally is that they had a disclaimer.
Yep.
But maybe that's because it's a beauty thing. I guess I'm just not familiar with I've worked with beauty products. I've never had to do a disclaimer like that though.
So some brands are like covering their bases. I say this because when I hired Social Savannah to do UGC for us at 310, her creators legally, she like was like, no, legally we have to have a disclaimer at the bottom of the video saying
Oh.
that these people were compensated, just because
Was it beauty or no?
well, so it was for 310 at the time, but
Oh,
it's
right.
just like, it's just generally like this person was compensated for this testimonial. And we also had to do it at Metabolic. We were preparing to do it at Alpha Lion. It's like one of those things where like not many brands do it, but like the brands that are doing it, it's because their legal team was just like, it's better to do it than to not.
But I get that for organic, but not for paid, because it's that's the whole point, is like that it's like says promoted. It's on
Well,
the
so that's
platform.
also a thing. It's something where I've never personally seen a big deal about it. The only time I've ever like agreed with a disclaimer is like when someone for weight loss had to say something, then the legal team is like, you know, this person, they followed Metabolic Living's plan, but they also had spoke to their doctor and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I feel like at least for beauty, that makes sense, because like it depends on the product where you feel like there's maybe an ethical, like even if
Yeah.
you're not supposed to, it feels like there's a little bit of an ethical dilemma where it's
Yeah.
like these people using it like are paid. But it also, I guess the other part of the disclaimer doesn't necessarily imply that they didn't not feel that way. They were just paid to try the product.
Yep.
So that's also interesting. Not that anybody's really reading the disclaimer, but
Yeah.
you know.
But it's something where in my mind, it's like that feels like overkill. And I would just be so curious to be a fly on a wall in that conversation talking to legal. Cause like obviously that came from very much like the legal side of being like,
Oh yeah.
include the disclaimer.
One of my clients is Astound right now.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, the disclaimer language. It's like a telecom business. It's like internet. They're selling internet, and man, the disclaimer's like 7 lines, like block paragraph, and like we're like, can we put this on a 1x1? And I'm like, oh my God, it takes up like a third of the screen, and it just says like some restrictions may apply to the offer, and you know, in the state of Washington, you may find that blah 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 blah. Like depends on your internet service. It's crazy, but
yeah.
legal teams, they're not marketers. They just
Yeah. They're there to prevent lawsuits, which is great. But also sometimes a pain in the ass for creatives. Ooh, wait. Scroll up. Bulk. What is this bulk?
Bulk. Is it like my guess? We have to take a guess at what. Oh, it says collagen coffee and hot chocolate.
What was your guess?
I was gonna say bulk was like it was gonna be like a take on like the bulletproof coffee, you know, like for like keto. But based on the collagen and maybe this, it's probably something more like what's that client that we used to work for?
Clever.
Clever, yeah.
Yeah. They're
Here's
definitely
how I double my protein.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No. Yeah. It seems like they're definitely more in line with like a Clever
Intake by drinking instant coffee. This is my new favorite collagen coffee from Bulk. I just add 1 scoop into a mug, add hot water, mix and enjoy. And it keeps my energy up the whole day. Each serving has 20 grams of protein and 160 milligrams of caffeine, so it's perfect to jumpstart my day and hit my protein goal. I love how amazing it tastes. Bulk have 6 delicious flavors to choose from, including caramel latte, mocha and black coffee. My favorite is definitely the chocolate hazelnut mocha. I love the fact that it contains caffeine for energy and collagen for healthy skin. Go to bulk.com to get yourself some collagen coffee too.
Ooh,
that was a cool product. I have that exact koala.
Oh yeah, you do. How funny. And she sounds like she's on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's the same one.
That's adorable.
Hey, wait a second.
Oh my gosh, I liked that ad. I thought it was great. I really don't. Well, it's such like a small thing, but like I like to use emojis in the sense that it feels native, and in this case, it felt very like aesthetic and stylized.
Oh, like too many emojis.
Yeah, like normally the emoji would be like at the end.
Like
with
this one was okay.
Yeah, that one's okay, and so are like that one's.
This one's okay. You know what's the wink?
Yeah, the wink. I would have done like the muscle.
These are nice.
Oh yeah, the listicle.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah. Just like it can be sometimes a little bit like overkill, I'd say.
What a cool product, though. I mean, in terms of like, obviously, coffee with protein is like a great lead.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, well, why are you drinking regular coffee? You could be drinking coffee with 20 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Easy
also,
clap.
I like would listen to her because she has like the nicest butt. Like, go back to that first scene of her standing. You can't not see it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like
turned and it's there. It's like I couldn't
fit.
not see it. She's fit.
Right.
She knows what she's talking about. So whoever hired her, and also she obviously knows her angles. But I was just like,
right.
There it is.
Wait, what was the product again? I didn't catch that.
Yeah. So you're telling me my butt's gonna look like that after this?
Yeah,
okay.
sweet. Yeah, it's good. You know what's interesting is I guess these are all new, so it says under 7 days since we're looking at like the most recent. But I was hoping to see some that lasted longer, but people are like constantly adding. So
based on like order of the filter.
I think the filter right now is based on when they got added to Magic
Oh,
Brief, but
Discover is the new. Gotcha.
right. It's when people are adding them. But I was curious what the A/B test was. Then.
Here's how I double my protein intake by drinking instant coffee. This is my new favorite collagen coffee from Bulk. I just add 1 scoop into a mug, add hot water, mix and enjoy. And it keeps my energy up the whole day. Each serving has 20 grams of protein and 168 milligrams of caffeine, so it's perfect to jumpstart my day and hit my protein.
I don't see anything different.
I saw. Was there a red heart in the other one?
Was there a what?
A red heart emoji. Also, hey Mark.
Mark, my man. Welcome back. Bulk. Yeah, wait. I don't think they're. Oh, wait. This is the other one. Yeah, they both have the red heart.
Oh, well, then
here's how I double my.
Also, hi, Betty Ann.
Wonder if it's like the CTA or something.
I don't know.
How interesting.
How weird. Huh.
It's busted.
It's busted. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe there's something on the back end they're testing, like audience.
Or it could have been landing pages, but
very well could be landing pages. Wait, go up. What is this nude? Wait, scroll down. No, not this one. The one on the right. Why I want my money back for flashing my butthole.
Whoa. How interesting.
Why I want my money back for flashing my butthole.
Is that can you do that? I mean, in terms of like getting removed from, I guess it doesn't matter. It's not necessarily like a swear word. It's just
and you're not shaming it.
Right. It's sexually positive.
This
so
promo also in this hook. So not only is it scroll stopping from like the line perspective and the visual, but then also they have this promo flashing.
We need more promos in the hooks. I don't ever get asked to do that. And I just like, we need that way more.
I know.
Most of my clients aren't really running promos, so we don't really do it, I guess. But promos in the hooks, I feel like make a ton of sense.
Yep.
My butthole. So I got the nudist kit, and it includes all this. The Flasher 2.0, before care and after care. But 1, the results have been so good, I had to throw out my old shaving stuff. 2, I ghosted my waxer cause my back is like a baby seal. 3, it's 37% off, so my friends won't stop asking me for my secret discount code. But there is none. It's just 37% off. 4, I'm almost too hairless. It's so easy and comfy to do with 7 different levels of intensity. Just 10-minute sessions twice a week. Now I'm so smooth. My GF can't stop staring at me, and I don't even need their 90-day money-back guarantee because it's been way less time than that, and I'm already hair-free. It's the #1 IPL device for a reason, but their sale might end soon. So hurry up and click this special link to get yours before you miss out on 37% off. Why I want my money back for flashing my...
So urgency with they don't know how long the sale's going to last. Also, they mentioned something about like the girlfriend basically loving the transformation. So that is opposite gender validation. And then what was the other one I was thinking of? Man, I should have wrote it down. Overcoming the barrier of, well, I don't want to spend my money. What if I don't like it? And they said that you literally have a year to test it out and then you can return it, which is something that we really drove home for one of my creative strategy clients, because we basically led with, in closing is like, plus you've really got nothing to lose. You can try this risk-free for an entire year. And if you don't like it, you can return it and there are no questions asked.
I also feel like there's a little bit of like that negative, not negative like sounding, but things like where I don't even need the 90-day guarantee. And my friends keep asking me for a promo code, but there's no promo code.
I had to throw out all of my shaving things or whatever he said.
Totally, yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, what a huge problem.
Right, totally. Yeah, how interesting. Let's see if we can get a couple more in here.
Yeah.
Oh, pop.
Ooh, what's this?
This is better than movie.
The reply, TikTok reply.
And you
Even
can
though it's a TikTok reply on a 4x5, which is clearly being run on Facebook, but
Yep. So you can actually get these comments generated by just like Googling like a TikTok comment generator or something.
Yep.
And then it'll literally generate like a random person's face. And then you can type the comment, and I'll actually A/B test these, which I'm sure that's what they're doing as well.
This is better than movie theater popcorn. I love movie theater popcorn, but movie theater popcorn always leaves my fingers greasy. I feel like I need a nap afterwards, and all that extra butter does nothing for my waist. But I finally found the perfect alternative. This is Oppo Pop. So it pops light, it pops fluffy, it pops delicious every single time. They've got 7 incredible flavors.
Yep.
You want sweet? We got sweet. Sinalicious. You want a little bit of heat? Boom. Maui heat. That's the jam right there.
Ooh.
Maybe you just like regular popcorn with butter. Boom. Fancy butter and super butter, or my favorite, pickle monster, dill pickle flavored popcorn. They have over 150,000 happy customers for a reason. Go to opopop.com. Get yourself a starter pack. Get all 7 flavors. Take your snacking to the next level.
How fun. Oh, I liked this ad.
Yeah, that was nice.
I like the little crunch at the end. The end card, you could work your magic there. It needs a little help.
Maybe, but I do like it when you extend the length of it. Like, I feel like sometimes the length of end cards aren't long enough. Like, why not just drag it out?
Definitely, yeah, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, it's a little like it could use some dynamic touches that you would have in After Effects.
Totally. Yeah, you can see the mask here.
Yeah. Or just like the arrows moving up and down with no actual like angle. Just like move it up. The keyframe is so like up, down, up, down, up, down.
Well, I really like this ad. I mean, I like everything from the text treatments feel organic. There's a bit of unboxing.
Quickly goes through the flavors.
Right.
Which makes sense because there's starter kits. So it's like you want to introduce the flavors because it's more than just one basic flavor. Also, why would I get this popcorn when I could just go to the grocery store? Oh, it's because you have all these different flavors that I can't find at the grocery store.
Right. And you get this cool popper thing.
Yeah, hello? Wait, why do I want this?
Oh, I see. One thing they didn't explain though, which I think is maybe a fault, is that the package has seeds in it, and then you use the popper to pop the popcorn. But like when I first saw it, I was like, man, you don't put a lot of popcorn in those little packs. I was thinking that's really deceptive. That that didn't occur to me immediately.
I knew it was the kernels, but I still don't understand how it works. Like, assumedly, you can just microwave it the same way that you
use the popper, though. That's what it is. Is that yellow thing is the popper?
That's like the bag, right? Like as if it were a bag, and you put it in the microwave.
Except it's reusable. And then they just send the kernels, which is cool because it probably saves on like the weight and waste of the product.
Yeah.
And you can make those little packages really like you don't have to have the plastic around the thing. Yeah. Like it's really cool. I dig it.
Yeah. Oppo.
So do we have time for one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
I wonder if we can sort by runtime. Let's see if we've got one over like, dare I say 12 months or
do 12 months.
Let's just see what happens. So these are ads that have been running for 12 months, for a whole year.
Do Scentbird. I feel like I remember liking their ads.
3 most complimented perfumes for women. Number 1, Burberry Brit Sheer. Sheer's sparkle of fresh floral notes that fades into warm undertones makes for the perfect sophisticated scent. And you'll be turning heads everywhere you walk. Number 2, Versace Crystal Noir. Mixture of spice and vanilla in this note definitely makes it a crowd favorite. Number 3, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue.
Love that
If you're looking for a fresh, citrus-forward scent, Light Blue is the perfect fragrance. If you're wanting to try out any of these perfumes, the best way to get them is through Scentbird. It's a monthly subscription service that lets you choose from over 600 name brand fragrances. Each month, you'll get a 30-day supply delivered straight to your door. Plus, it's only $16.95 a month. And you get your first month half off. Scentbird makes it so easy to try high-end fragrances without having to commit to the price. Seriously, go check out Scentbird right now.
Wow. So if you notice, the hook was very scroll stopping. You're like, what is that?
Yep. It's the gross factor, the visual appeal.
Yeah.
And then it's a
And
listicle. But for Scentbird, it makes
educational.
educational, but it's for Scentbird, it works really well because you can start out with a listicle and it's still focused on your brand without, because they're giving away, like their whole thing is that they work with all these brands to give you
Yep.
those products. So, you know, you can't always do it that well, but no wonder like people stick around because they want to hear, oh, what perfume? Maybe I'm thinking about getting a new perfume,
Yep.
you know, and it feels very organic and educational.
Yep, absolutely. And it's nice because for me, buying a perfume online sounds so overwhelming if you can't smell it. So what's cool is like half of the video is them literally educating you on like, oh, this is what it smells like, breaking it down by like, you know, the 5 main scents. But then also the like actual product itself is amazing. Oh, it's less than $17 a month and I get to test out these fragrances before I buy a full-blown light
Right.
blue for $250, which I love that smell. I still have the perfume, but I don't like wearing it because of like all the chemicals in it, but it's so good. I love the smell of it. I remember when I was in middle school and I wanted it so badly.
Oh, funny. That's funny. People, I mean, maybe I don't spend enough time around colognes and perfumes, but it's always funny that people recognize them so clearly.
Yep. Another one, if anyone's remembers this, but like the Juicy Couture one. Oh my gosh, middle school me. Maybe I'll get it.
The only relationship I've had with a scent like that is the Old Spice Fiji deodorant.
Oh my God, it's so good. When I was
It's the
in
only one
high
they sell
school,
in
I would buy
2-packs
that.
now because it's so popular. It smells great.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Wow, not us talking about our favorite scents. So really quickly, Shane, I feel like we could maybe take the next like few minutes to just go through our website because we've kind of had some really exciting updates that we wanted to just catch you guys up on if you haven't yet heard. For one, we recently revamped UGC University, the UGC Blueprint, which is now UGC University. And if you want to click on that, Shane. So this is a 9-hour video course that is listed at $119, but you can actually get $20 off by just completing the 2024 UGC census. Now, this is whether you're already a UGC creator or you haven't started yet. Also, I love the interactive landing page. Shane did all of this. He's incredible.
Oh, it's fun. Sometimes it's nice and relaxing.
Totally. And if you want to scroll down just really quickly. So anyways, this can be perfect for anyone that is just starting, but also if you've been a UGC creator for over 12 months, you could be going into over your 2nd year. And I stand by the fact that the resources in this university apply to your business.
Absolutely.
And I say this because, again, we have the UGC concepts and types. There's over 40 of them with 2 UGC examples of each of them. And it's great because you can actually duplicate the deck and you can share it with your clients for inspo examples. And then the shot list tool belt has over 40 different creative shots that you can feature in your UGC concept, which I was literally just using the other day for my hair care client that I was creating a UGC concept for. I literally went through the 40 different shots just to like remind myself that, you know, you can feature the same testimonial shot with like basic B-roll, or you can spice it up with, you know, one of 40 different unique shot types that we have in UGC University. So anyway, Shane and I went through the 230 plus page deck and shared our personal experience with UGC, creative strategy, and Shane and I basically brought 20 years combined experience to this course. Oh, Agnes, UGC University is amazing. I almost completed it. As a beginner, I can say there are all the information a newbie needs to start successfully. Absolutely. That's amazing to hear. It's one of those things where we wanted to make sure that it was encompassing both new and advanced creators. So again, if you guys ever have any questions specifically about UGC University, feel free to ask us in the Discord. If you aren't yet a part of our Discord community, that is the easiest way to get a hold of Shane and I. But also we have what is a free trial for UGC University. So you guys are welcome to try it out by simply just clicking free trial.
And then if you want to get $20 off the full course, fill out the UGC census, which is we have about over 200 responses so far. And we're trying to get to 1,000 for a good sample size, but the goal will be to get information about UGC creators and what they're charging, what they're thinking, what their lives are like, and being able to aggregate all that information into something that's really helpful for you all, and free, obviously, information, so that we're all kind of on the same team here. And information is power, and we're really excited about it. So even if you're not planning on buying the UGC University, fill out the census anyway, because it's really helpful for the rest of the community. And it's just something we've been really urging people to do and contribute to if you can.
And we want to publish it we're still looking at publications, but we want to make sure that it's published for the community. It will be published regardless, but we're right now considering publications and journalists as to who would bring this information to the public, just because it's a growing industry. We're still so small in comparison. I mean, think about influencer marketing, right? Like so much bigger in comparison. And this information early on is going to be very insightful for the entire community.
And if you didn't already know, both Kelly and I are Forbes Council members. So we contribute at Forbes, and we have articles currently in review again. But Kelly's last article was published here on Forbes. So, we're actively trying to explain UGC in ways that is accessible on a larger scale. It's not about gatekeeping and putting stuff into courses and trying to make a profit. We really want to be able to share information publicly. Oh, I'm realizing the tab didn't share, but
I didn't know you were sharing it. But
oh yeah. So this is Kelly's article about what makes a user-generated content portfolio, what great user-generated content portfolio, creator portfolio. And so it's great. Go in there, and this is just an awesome, basically free course itself on. But just to kind of like wrap that up is that we couldn't be like any more proud of what we created with UGC University. It took us months, and we actively brought the price down more than I think what we could have got for it. Because it's really important for us to make sure that it stays within a reasonable price. And that's always been important, and it's been one of Kelly's big missions, is to make education more accessible. And I really can't encourage you more to take it. And if you do take it, we're here for you every step of the way. I mean, regardless if you take it or not, we're here for you. But every Saturday, and come with questions. But this is going to be the best place for you to have questions. We're busy people, so it's not always easy for us to respond to everybody. And if we haven't responded to you for some reason, please be patient. But because we have a lot of questions and people DMing us or emailing us, so just appreciate you all, and thanks for coming. We have currently 50 people on the live right now.
That's
across
amazing.
Multiple platforms, which is so cool.
Yeah, very cool. And I can only imagine what the total was of people who've like come and gone.
Oh yeah, much more.
Yeah, it means the world getting to spend Saturdays with you guys. And we are officially back on track to be on this 10 a.m. PST Saturday morning live. Next week, I will be in LA. Shane's going to be in Bend, but we will still be doing our live training, which I'm very excited for. I'll just be in my hotel room when I am with you guys.
Oh, this will be fun. I'm so excited. Thank you all for coming. Have a great weekend, and see you next time.
All right. Bye.